Hello and welcome to this podcast edition of Sam's Alternatives with me, Sam. Episode 35, I'll be chatting to Neale and Pat from Melbourne Blues Punk Rock band Trashing the Treasures. Just before we jump on and start the interview, stacks of new music that's been released in the last week. Summer Trouble, Chasing Lana, Iocasti, Crooked Royals, Drastic Park, YKL, Auratech, Shuriken, Grip Down, Bad Love, so much more great music being released. Horizon, The Comfort, among others. Interviews coming up Tuesday the 9th of September, Shylocks. Then Sunday the 14th of September, Trev from Shady Maze. Saturday, September 20, You Inspire. Sunday, September 28, New Age. Saturday the 4th of October, My Deceased Estate. Sunday the 12th of October, Connor from No Life. Saturday 18th of October, Roanoa. Saturday the 25th of October, Glow. Saturday the 1st of November, Carly Jewel. And of course, Tidewalker on the Thursday the 6th of November, of course, plus heaps more to be announced in the coming weeks and months. All right, Neale is in the lobby. I'll let him in and we'll start this interview, as they say.
Hello.
Evening.
Oh, I can't hear him.
Oh, okay.
Keep talking while I get the audio up.
I can hear you perfectly. Can you? No, can't hear anything. That's
Probably on our end, Sam. Can you hear
okay.
us?
I can hear you guys perfectly. So you still can't hear me talking?
Hello?
I think we can hear you now. Could you?
I can hear you guys now, yeah. All right.
Very good.
Technical issue to start. Probably best it starts at the start of the podcast than in the middle or something. How are we doing tonight?
Very good. Very good. Nice to be doing something a bit different in the rehearsal room tonight.
I love the background. You've really spruced it up with all the guitars and the drum kit speakers. I've got to do something on my end. Seriously, mine's the same background every episode.
You might need some Trashy's gig posters up there, Sam. We could probably organise that for you.
Yeah, that would make it spruce up the background a lot better. And I probably should have figured out how to get a Trashy's poster because I am interviewing, of course, Melbourne Blues Punk Rock band Trashing the Treasures, if people haven't already noticed. So, and I have interviewed Pat before. I went back and looked through the archives, as I do when I interview a band. 18 months was the last time you were on the audio podcast, Pat.
Yeah, okay, 18 months. Yeah, I figured it had been at least a year, but longer still.
Yes, it doesn't feel like 18 months ago, though.
Well, it's been a busy 18 months. Let's put it that way. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I've got a couple more members of the band with me tonight.
Yes.
So we've got Belle Treasure here, who's a rhythm guitarist.
Nice to meet you, Belle.
Hi, Sam.
And we've got Neale Treasure here, who's our drummer.
Hi, Sam. How are you going?
Nice to meet you, Neale. I'm going well. Hope you are as well. And
very well.
Yeah, I love this new format. It took me a while to get round to the fact that I'd be looking at people now when I'm chatting to them over WebEx because for so long it was audio. I didn't actually see the other person on the other end. So I actually really like this format.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, and like they say, we have I've got a great face for radio, so see how that transfers to a podcast.
I think you got a great face for band as well. All three, Bella, Neale, and Pat. If you look at me, well, yeah, I don't really have any resemblance of being in a band because I'm not in one, but I don't have the beard or the drum kit in my room behind me, nothing like that. So yeah,
this is just This is just a fake background. We're not in anywhere cool at all.
Fake background, okay. That's a new one. I would have thought that that's something you wouldn't hear a band say about a fake background because...
We just Googled cool band room wallpaper and just chucked it on, you know. So I think we've got away with it so far, haven't we?
It's all green screen. It's the magic of...
They're quite interactive.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? It's almost like you can touch these things, isn't it? Amazing.
Well, it'd be a good selling point with the background, whether it's photoshopped, whether it's a green room, because people will say, oh, these people are very musical, if they didn't already realise Bella and Neale.
They've never said that before about us, Sam. We've never been accused of that before.
Oh, shit, I'm airing some dirty laundry here about trashing the treasures. Gee, people might think, Sam, are you actually concentrating on talking to the band, or are you just making up shit people will try and believe? But no,
very good.
I love Trashies. Like, I love Can't. I love the video clip to Can't. That was just so good. And the whole song.
Yeah.
Like, I've been a fan of the band probably since I heard East Richmond. I think that was the very first Trashy song I heard.
Yeah, it was. You came to one of our very early gigs, I remember as well, when we were playing at where were we? Down on Hoddle Street at Mr. Boogeyman Bar.
Mr. Boogeyman.
Yeah, Mr. Boogeyman Bar. We were playing with Forklift Assassins there, and you rocked up and were in the audience. I said, "Oh, Sam." I think you're a radio DJ back in those days.
Yes, it's a long chain of events because, as Pat has pointed out, I used to be a radio DJ, but since then I've gone through the ring, as they say, you know, radio presenter, audio podcaster, WebEx podcaster, literally done everything but start a band.
Yeah, well, and you've supported us along the way with every medium that you've turned your hand at. So we thank you for that. You've been great.
Now, funny story about Trashies and that very gig, because Mr. Boogeyman Bar has a lot of resemblance to me, because some of my favourite moments and meetings of bands have actually been at Mr. Boogeyman Bar. That's the first time, of course, I met Trashing the Treasures. There was a band called Goatzilla that played there last year that I hadn't met in person, that I met there. Just some really good memories, but I just don't get there enough. And like, I'm in Melbourne, but it seems to be the Stay Golds or the Bergies or the Totes, not Boogeyman Bar for some reason. I don't know why that is.
Yeah, I think Boogeyman's got a special place in most Melbourne bands' hearts because
yeah, absolutely.
You know, a very welcoming atmosphere there.
Especially as so many of the other smaller venues have closed or whatever, it's one of the few of that size that's still available for sort of bands to play, really. So it's got a special little place.
Because a lot of other smaller venues, and in some cases some big venues, I know Bendigo Hotel's now opened up again, but that was quite a large venue and had to close down for 6 months. But, I mean, Whole Lot of Love's another small venue that I used to love and obviously no longer in existence.
Yeah. That was a real tragedy, that one. We had some lovely gigs there, yeah.
And I think it probably is the smallest venue I've been to. Whole Lot of Love, I think. I might have to do some research into what's the smallest cap room in Melbourne, but I feel like Whole Lot of Love's right up there.
Yeah, their official capacity was 80, but I think 30 of those had to be in the back beer garden, otherwise you could not move. It was great. Intimate, yes.
I believe if there's a smaller room in Melbourne, we've played it.
I don't know. Bad Decisions would be bigger than Whole Lot of Love, and I reckon Nighthawks would be. So I think it was officially the smallest room I've been to.
That said, we played a gig out in Tacoma recently at the Rail Yard Saloon, and that would have been, I reckon they would have given a Whole Lot of Love a run for the money. I suppose.
Yes.
Being small and sweet.
Yeah, intimate, yes.
Yeah, intimate's a good word. But really, really fun. We love we love packing out a big place, but there's really something quite special about everyone crowding into a small venue and just, everyone's there elbow to elbow and having some fun. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I'm with you there, Pat. I think I'd prefer to play to a smaller venue. Like the big venues are good, but if it's a small crowd in a big venue, you notice how empty the room is. If it's a small venue, like in the case of Whole Lot of Love or Boogeyman Bar, and it's packed out like 70, 80 people, all of a sudden you're like, this is really intimate. You feel part of the actual band, part of the show.
Oh
Yeah, it's good fun.
Yeah. And yeah, support live music, people. Support Trashies. Support everyone.
Absolutely.
I mean, there is a lot of good local bands at the moment that are starting to get a bit of a name for themselves, including fellow punk rockers and the band that Pat mentioned earlier. I was about to say Trash and the Treasure, sorry. Forklift Assassins are starting to make waves interstate, which is awesome to see.
Yeah, I was up in Sydney last week, and I was at a bar there called the Mosh Pit Bar, and went to wash my hands, so to speak, and there on the mirror was a Forklift Assassins sticker on the wall. So sent a photo to Michael. There you go, mate. Spotted in the wild.
No, Michael, he would have just given it back. I know that.
Oh yeah, he gave these. Well, he actually. Let's just put it on air that he promised an upcoming Trashies and Forkies gig in the near future. So yeah, if you're looking for the crossover event of the year, that's on the cards.
Oh, Michael, that's right.
And
they're a great band.
And if Michael hears this is no bagging against him. I'd be there for Trashies more. Sorry, Michael. He's going to kill me after this episode ends.
Yeah. Well, I think we'll print that on a t-shirt.
Yeah, okay.
But nah, big hello to Michael. I have a lot of time.
Michael's great. I think we mentioned last time we were chatting, we had a bit of a chat about Forkies, and Michael was the first stray who had made it into our audience without being threatened or paid or
related.
or related.
Or all three.
He turned up at a very sparse gig and sat there with his arms crossed and his head nodding, and he went, "Yeah, I had to see what it is, and it is what I thought it was. Do you guys want to have a go? Do you want to play together?" We went, "Yeah, all right."
Oh, that's funny. That's one of the funniest stories in interview history that I heard on the last episode when you were mentioning about Michael turned up to your gig and he was the first stray or non-related person to the band. I was thinking it might have been Alex, because I feel like Alex is literally at everyone else's gigs as much as he is at Forklift Assassins gigs. He seems to get out to a fair few.
I mean, the band as a whole, really, they're great purveyors of what a scene is, bands supporting bands and getting out and seeing gigs. Yeah. And it's...
You used to see Lex at quite a few gigs here, there, and everywhere.
Yeah, that's right. Lex used to turn up too. Yeah,
join the Forkies too. Yeah.
Yeah. So, no, they're good stuff. They walk the walk.
Yeah, they talk the talk, as they say. Maybe we should get back onto Trash and the Treasures. Look, I love talking about Forklift Assassins, but they're not being interviewed at the moment. So
all right, okay, all right.
Of course, Pat knows sort of the gist of these interviews, chats. I don't know what to call them anymore. I'll just call them general conversation, might just be the terminology. I ask Bella, Neale and Pat a bunch of questions, and then at the very end, the tables get turned. And this is one of my favourite things about being an interviewer is I turn question answerer at the end. So Pat, Neale and Bella have the floor.
Oh, wow. Okay. You throw the Uno Reverso on us
Yeah.
without notice.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'm going to give you a bit of
All right.
notice. Obviously, I'm not going to say ask a question 10 minutes into the interview. That would just be totally unfair.
All right. This is the notice. We've got notice now. All right.
Also, this episode will be uploaded tomorrow, and Trash and the Treasures feature heavily on the Spotify playlist that will go with the episode, with Cant, with Boots, and a couple of other songs. Maybe Hangman, East Richmond, I think, were the four I
brilliant.
put in. Might even slip in a fifth. I like slipping in 5 songs. If a band's got about 10 or 11 songs, put in half. Or I could just put in the 11, but...
Oh, that'd be good. We'll listen out for that. That'll be fantastic.
Well, this is a 2-part question because Neale and Bella haven't been on a podcast before, but in general, what has Trash and the Treasures been up to since I last spoke to Pat?
Well, I'll throw over to you guys on that one.
Well, I joined the band 18 months ago, so that happened.
So that was a big moment. Yeah.
So, lots of songwriting. We spent quite a bit of time because when you have regular gigs, all your rehearsal time is getting ready for that, and you lose a bit of time to do the sort of creative side, which we do, which we very much enjoy. So we sort of potentially had quite a break from looking for gigs, saying yes to gigs, just so we could learn some new songs, which we've done heaps, and then we spent a good few weeks recording them. That was most of January and February. All our spare weekends and spare time here and there, going through all the mixes and stuff.
We should say on that as well, part of what's been great about having Belle in the band is Belle's got really great musical knowledge, which she's brought to the writing as well, which has been really good.
Yes, we have an educated music person in the band, which is fantastic. So yeah, we've got heaps. We recorded 4 songs early this year, and we've got heaps more we wish to record as well. So that's been probably the main focus of this year, I'd say.
Absolutely.
We've thrown in a few gigs here and there as well, but it's been mainly about the recording, I think.
And I think getting music out there is as important as what playing gigs is. Not saying one's more important than the other, but if you're keeping people informed that you got new music you're recording or working on, it'll keep people wanting, all right, I want to hear more Trash and the Treasures. I want to hear their new stuff as well as their old stuff.
Yeah, and we're really sort of committing this time. We want to do a video with every song we put out, because people respond well to videos. It's, that visual medium is there, and it sort of draws people in, gives a bit more of an idea of what we're about and everything. So that's been, there's a lot of our time spent doing that as well.
Now,
and
oh no, you go. Sorry.
No.
No, I think I cut in, and now I don't know what I was going to say. So you go.
No, well, that's how. So I guess as well as recording the music, we make our own artwork as well for the covers. So you would have seen Ginger the Pig on the album, or the cover art for Can't. So she's actually a pig that a friend of ours over in South Australia has on her farm, and we had this idea of, we had a song called Can't, about doing things that you don't think you know how to do, or that you can't do, and you just do them anyway. So we thought Flying Pig was a pretty good idea for that.
And this pig never thought she'd ever be in an album on a single cover. So your dreams can come true, everybody, really. So
yeah, we just sent over some flying goggles and a helmet, and a mate of ours, Chloe, bribed Ginger with copious amounts of tasty treats to put the goggles on, which she flat out told me there's no way known this pig will wear goggles for you. I said, well, give it a go anyway. Let's see how you go. So
Oh,
that was very much in the spirit of the song as well.
I
The
think that,
cute video too of Ginger the pig getting the goggles.
yeah, I gotta say, when I watched the video clip to can't, I'll keep saying can't because I'm worried I'm gonna say another word that people would know that I don't want to say. Can't. There we are.
You've avoided our clever trap.
Can't. I'm not saying something else if people are wondering. I love the video clip, and when I watched it, because Pat sent me the actual video clip to it, I'm like, this is what a video clip should be about. Sort of just so much happening in the video clip. The video's not even 3 minutes long. I think that's what got
Yeah.
me a bit. I'm like, shit, this is all happening, and it's not even a 3 minute video clip or song, but sometimes you can fit that much into a 2.5 minute song.
Yeah. And look, that was a very different approach to a video to the last one we made for Lost and Found. Was a sort of a massive production, which was storyboarded. Every shot was storyboarded.
Full
and it
days
had
filming.
full days filming. We were in out at near Geelong. There was a hedge maze out there. We had a drone. We had 3 cameras, and we had like the music clip, and we had a story weaved in. And that took probably about 2 or 3 months of editing to finally put together. Whereas this one, basically, we just went down to the Trash and Treasure Market on a Sunday for, was it 2 hours?
Well, we did plan to do a bit more of a longer production, but it ended up just happening quickly, and that was why it worked so well.
Yeah.
Not overthought, just done.
Yeah, so we had
Right.
Willow came out with the camera, and she was fantastic, just capturing the chaos. And I don't know how many takes we did. We did
Not that many, really.
A few runs down the hills.
The best thing about it is if you were trying to ride a unicycle perfectly, we would have had a lot of tape. But every time you fell off, it's like, perfect, let's keep that in. So it was the best sort of thing to take. The whole thing about it was really not being...
Well, it was very warts and all, yeah.
Yeah, so that was, it just happened quickly, it was good fun.
Yeah.
Most of the people at the market thought it was hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, ironically, I had actually learned, well, because I learned to ride the unicycle for the clip, which had meant a lot of practicing sort of on the bottom of my street. People driving past and honking as I fell over.
This is in the middle of winter. I just love the thought of this gentleman flying around on a unicycle in our neighbourhood, and then just some poor lady walking in Jack Russell's back at 11 o'clock, and he goes flying past. He would have scared the living daylights out of her.
But I got to a point where I was able to sing the whole song in one go without falling off a unicycle on nice flat level concrete. But we didn't do any recce or anything. We just had the Trash and the Treasures, let's film at a Trash and Treasure Market. And we just turned up on the Sunday, hadn't been there in years. And was sort of like not put 2 and 2 together in my head that being an old drive-in movie theatre, it's on quite an incline. Like there's quite a steady hill.
Gravel,
And the asphalt was probably put in the 1950s or 60s
Badly,
or whatnot,
yeah.
badly and not repaired. And so it was like it was quite a bit more of an extreme operation than what we've been envisioning. But it was all good fun. Like you say, like it's all warts and all in there. We left the falls in, and it was a pretty quick operation. I think we filmed in 2 or 3 hours, and then edited it in 2 nights, and it was done. But we did do there was some footage we shot that didn't make it.
Yeah,
that's right. It'll be on the
director's cut.
be on the extras DVD. Be on the extras DVD for Christmas. That's right.
With the outtakes.
Outtakes.
Bloopers,
Wait.
outtakes.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, the bloopers
the
were kept
bloopers-
here. They're the best
yeah.
bit.
But we had an idea about that we do like a bit of a bit where the band was just happened to be going on a band walk through a trash and treasure market and saw a unicycle for sale. So we went and tried to find one of the stall holders who would do something with, and a lot of them didn't want to be on camera at all. And then we found this one guy, didn't we? And we're like, oh, so we put the unicycle here, and I'll offer you $5 for it, and you take the $5 and we take the unicycle, and you can keep the $5 for being on camera. He's like, oh yeah. And so we go to film it, and we got the camera all set up and everything. We're all sort of doing our bit, and we walk up, and I say, oh, Neil's like, oh, unicycle, and I'm like, oh, fantastic. How much? $5. And I went to offer $5 to the guy, and he's like, 12. I'm like, no, mate, $5. That's what we said. And he's like, 12. I said, Jesus, I'll give you 10. You're like, all right, 10.
I was getting down to 9, I remember.
We got down to 9. I just pay him the money like we're on camera.
Charging you double or more than double if you had paid the $12.
So you don't get anything for free in the trash and treasure market. They know their business, those guys.
That brings back memories of the old trash and treasure markets. I haven't been to one in 20 years probably, but yeah, back in when I was like teenage years, there used to be one in Warrigal. Oh, not trash and treasure, but sort of like a big market that sold those sorts of things, not unicycles.
Car boot sale thing,
Yeah. And it was always good to find bargains down there. I used to always like garage sales as well. I think they're beauties as well.
Yeah, because we used to I don't know about yourself, but I was always, scratching through for old vinyl or.
Oh, that's right. There was good places to go and get cheap vinyl in those days. Yeah.
Yeah. James Last extended album collection.
Yeah. Tijuana band classics and stuff.
Oh, Tijuana Brass is awesome. Yeah.
The old.
Was that you were asking? You're asking the Trashy's main influence is the Tijuana Brass.
Well, I looked at it and Clutch and again the Stooges. I can hear a lot of Clutch in Trashies actually.
Yeah, well, that's weird because like Clutch was, rather than being an influence, Clutch was one of those things which people would hear us and go, oh man, you guys, you sound like Clutch. But I didn't come up listening to Clutch. Like, since people had said that, I've listened to it now and like, man, this fucking rocks. But I don't think it actually influenced what we were doing.
No, I don't think so either, but hey, I'll take that.
Yeah. Tijuana Brass, yes.
Well, I mean, Clutch and, Iggy Pop, has been huge in the punk scene for 50 plus years, and still going. Not many musicians from the 70s still active or, sorry to say, still alive either.
Yeah. Well, I managed to hunt down his email actually, so we've sent a copy of Can't to Iggy. So we'll see if we get a spin on his. He's got a BBC show now, so we'll see what happens. Yeah.
I randomly saw. Obviously, I'm not from Australia. I never grew up watching Countdown. My other half is an Aussie show with the other night, the Iggy interview on Countdown.
Oh yeah.
Geez, not one of his finest moments. That was.
I think it was pretty fine.
He was, and the interviewer said, Iggy, pay attention when he's talking to him. It was kind of very, very much a car crash interview, but I couldn't watch it. It was too painful.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can see why it's become such a classic TV moment, though.
What do they say? Don't interview your idol, or something like that. Yeah. In some cases, it can be great to interview someone you idolise, but in other ways, sometimes it can be a disappointing interview. And But
Tell us about your disappointment,
Oh
Sam.
no!
Who was
no.
the most disappointing? Was it Forklift Assassins?
Oh well, if I start then, no, no, I haven't had a disappointing interview yet, and I hope that never happens because, but yeah, I have sort of heard from other people that have like bumped into their idol or interviewed their idol, and it didn't live up to what they were expecting. So yeah, it is a tough one, and like when you're interviewing someone like, for example, as Neil was saying, Iggy Pop on a show like Countdown, you'd think that Iggy was professional enough, experienced enough for it to go well, but if it was a car crash interview, I mean, we don't know what circumstances Iggy was under at the
I
time.
think we could take a pretty good guess.
Well, yeah, okay. But
I like that. What circumstances he was under? Like,
well, okay. And with
circumstances he'd been smoking, yes.
well, that and maybe other things, but we will leave that off.
Yes, okay.
But no, I think it's a lot different when it's visual. I think when it's audio, like it's done over a telephone or a, mobile phone where you can't actually see the person, it's not so bad because unless you can read minds or see through phones, you're not going to be able to tell whether the person's interested, drunk, stoned, whatever. But when it's visual, you just have to be a lot more professional in that way.
Very true.
And take the piss out of yourself, as Sam does nearly every interview.
That's why we don't drink during interviews, isn't that right?
Actually, I'm trying to think
Cheers.
I don't think I've interviewed a band yet that hasn't at least had one member of the band drinking. I don't think I've had one interview yet, so don't worry.
I'm happy to take the role as a one-band member. Thank you. I'll do my bit for the team.
The straight edge awaits you, Sam. I'm sure you'll.
Well, we have been talking a lot about Can't. So, next question is, what has the response overall been like for Can't?
Yeah, I think it's probably been the best yet.
Really good. When there's, it's a couple of guys on Triple R, a couple of DJs on PBS who just play us randomly, is amazing because I know these guys. I know how many hundreds of submissions they get each week. And to trawl through that and even to see our name and actually listen to it and think, yeah, I'll play this. That's the best compliment for me, really.
Yeah, we've had Claire on Firewater and Rory on Fang It.
Yeah.
And then we've Neale over at Triple R.
Yeah, on the Australian Mood show on Thursday night. And Livewire, was it?
Livewire, they played us as well. And on top of that, we've had, I reached out to a lot of sort of college radio stations in the US. We're getting a lot of US play in like upstate New York and Minneapolis and sort of places around the world like that, which is good fun. We can now see, because Apple have bought out Spotify, and Spotify is now used to screen radio stations, so we get a report on where we're being played, and it's really we're getting a lot of play in Sweden, Stockholm. We played over there, and in Germany as well, Berlin. So that's really cool. And podcasts as well around the world. There's a lot of punk podcasts that have been playing us, which has been really good as well. And we've had great support with Indies with Marky, who's he's a broadcaster who's sort of simulcast in, I don't know, like 9 or 10 different countries. He's got a show that he puts on. He's given us an amazing amount of support over the years, and he really dug in with Count as well, so he's played us a lot as well. Uncle Pete has perhaps the oldest ongoing punk radio show in America, and he really loved the band, really loved the song, and he's sort of really gave us a whole bunch of airtime over there. The SLR Punk Podcast, they opened the show with us last week and had a lot of fun with us and sort of I guess the whole Australia thing's a bit of a novelty. So we play up to that a bit, and that's good fun. So yeah, it's really interesting just to see how far and wide our music travels and seeing when it's played on radio. We also see when people are Shazamming that as well. So every time you see, it's been played in a city somewhere, and then you'll see, 2 or 3 people will have gone, "It's that on the radio," and that's an amazing compliment to hear. That is, firstly, someone's chosen to play us, and secondly, someone's heard it and gone, "I wouldn't mind hearing that again." So that's pretty fun.
I know we do rat out Spotify a lot, and Sam is a culprit of it, but I do like that thing, what you just said, where, you can see what parts of the world or what cities are actually listening to your bands. I think that's very well represented with Spotify, so that gets a tick. There's other things that Sam won't go into that don't get ticks from Spotify.
Yeah.
But
can we? You're not on Spotify anymore, though.
No, but I've ratted about probably 32 of the 34 episodes so far.
We have to talk about the AI military drones, or do we not mention that?
Oh, does Sam want to get into AI and his battles with AI and Spotify? No.
Yeah, okay.
But
well, worth noting for balance sake, Apple, who have their own unique ways of being evil, I'm sure. They give the same data to musicians that Apple do, but it seems that Apple Music listeners don't listen to as much Trash and the Treasures, guessing maybe punk, as Spotify listeners, just from our observation. So I'd be interested, other punk bands out there, what's your percentages with the Apple and the Spotify? Because there's a pretty good cross-pollination of Australian punk on Spotify. And, the rising tide lifts all boats, as I'm fond of saying. So when one band, Amel's out there, Chats are out there, these guys are out there, and they're from, the punk from Melbourne, if people are listening to that, the little algorithm feeds other punk bands from Melbourne, and it helps everyone out a whole heap. I'm not sure if those same algorithms are kicking in with Apple Music, so I'd be interested to hear other bands, their experiences with Apple, and maybe we'll get some playlists together and try and get a bit of a good Aussie push there for the Apple side of things as well.
Well, and those two bands you mentioned, punk-wise, Amel and the Chats, like just how huge they've become. I mean, Amel have toured the US. They've done shows with Foo Fighters, Smashing Pumpkins. They're opening for AC/DC later in the year. I mean, the Chats, how big they've become ever since they dropped Smoko. I mean, a song outside of a construction site in high vis. Now look how big they've become.
Yeah, look, there's the world's very open to Australian music at the moment. I was in where was I? I was in an art gallery in Paris, and I was there looking at some paintings on the wall, and the Chats came onto the radio in an art gallery in Paris, and I was like, wow, that's off the books, isn't it? Yeah. So so it travels well. The world is open to it, so it's a great opportunity. If anyone's around there at the moment wondering whether to pick up a guitar and have a go at it, do it. There's never been an easier time to get your music to the other side of the world. It doesn't mean anyone's going to listen to it, but give it a crack anyway.
Well, if you don't release it to the world, you never know whether anyone enjoys it or anyone takes notice of it. I mean, if you release it to the world, you just don't know who's listening on the other end. It could be a PR for a big overseas band. You just don't know.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think now is probably the best time in Aussie music to start maybe expanding to overseas markets and that, because those two bands I just mentioned, there's a whole heap of others that I won't list because we'll be here for 2.5 hours probably on my end. But all the big names are now starting to make it big in Europe and Asia and America, which is awesome to see. It's giving Australia belief that if you put in the hard yards, you just never know where it'll take you.
Yeah, and also I guess there is the thing that it is its own reward as well. You know, there is a jackpot. Sometimes, you know, some people win the jackpot, but just the reward of making the music, hanging out with your mates, rehearsing, creating things together, putting together gigs and getting all your mates together in a pub. It's self-rewarding on any level. It's not like there's a jackpot and then a wooden spoon. It's rewarding all the way along the way.
Journeys.
It is
Just
journey.
as exciting.
Yeah.
An exciting journey that you don't know where it'll take you. Opportunities are never ending, really.
Yeah, absolutely. It'd be pretty tough to be trying to make a living out of it.
Yes.
But as a passion, it's enjoyable.
And I think the important thing, and I've heard this a lot lately, is that if you're in it for the money, then it's not really, like, in a way, if you could make a living off it, it'd be great. But if you're in it for just to make money or be the next biggest thing overnight in Australia, then it's probably not the right attitude to have starting out. Or that's my opinion anyway.
I think it'd be pretty tough.
That's very true. Yeah, it's I'm not sure money is the right motivation for it if you really want to make a go of it, really.
And I mean, some bands work their ass off for 20 years, and it takes them 20 years to become the biggest band in this country. And there's so many smaller bands that bust their ass off the same amount of time that don't get the recognition. And I just envy and respect anyone that has a go at being in a band and making music, because honestly, I don't think I could do it myself. Because
you could give it a shot.
I don't know about that, Pat. I mean, would the people really want to hear my singing? I don't know if that's.
I don't know. Come along for tryouts one night. We'll see how you go.
Oh,
Might
no.
find a spot for you up the back somewhere.
Oh no. Shit, this is going to be over YouTube, and everyone's like, oh, Sam said it now, I'll jump up. I'm like, oh no. No, like, I don't know. It's never crossed my mind about being in a band. It's more supporting these bands is what I think's important. And look, if the opportunity arose and that someone needed a vocalist for a night, I might be like, all right, maybe, but you need a few drinks in me to get up and sing a song. Not that I'm encouraging drinking, by the way.
Yeah. Well, if anyone's down the road from Sam, just rock up with a bottle and a karaoke machine.
Oh no!
Let's get this up on YouTube. Yeah.
And then it'd be like, I'll get it up on TikTok or Instagram. I think TikTok and YouTube would be the places that would get the most views, I would say. All right. how did you come up with the band name Trash and the Treasures?
Oh, well.
It was when Pat joined the band, as me and a couple of guys, and we had a few previous sort of ideas for names. And Pat said, when we put a few rehearsals in, and we thought, okay, this is going to work. And he was like, I want to call this. I think he wanted Trash and Treasures at the time, but I'm a big fan of band names being and the, someone and the something. So Trash and the Treasures, and you were quite surprised that we agreed so readily, I think. But it's just a great name. It's just because we can just prefix anything with the word trash. This is the trashy shed. We have, trashy jams, trashy music, trashy merch, the trashy army, the fans. It's just great. I just love that. It's just everything is trashy, and it kind of works for us in that way. So it's just I just love the name. It's just So it's Pat's idea, and it's just stuck, and it's just grown from there.
I think also, and this is one conversation I have a lot with interviews, is that trying to find a band that isn't already taken or getting everyone to agree on. I think those are the two key factors when it comes to a band name.
Yeah. You can get buried in the results a bit if the other Beatles would not be a great.
The Beatles.
The Rolling Beatles.
The Rolling Beatles. Yeah.
Or Iggy and I'm trying to think how Iggy Rock and the Stooges or something instead of pop or rock. Or...
That's a good name for a cover band, wouldn't it? Tribute act.
Iggy Rock and the Stooges. I like that.
Yeah.
I think there was.
Oh, sorry, you go.
I think there was a band that called themselves My Favorites Playlist, and just like reaped the amount of people driving along and talking to Siri and going, Siri, play My Favorites Playlist, and on went their album.
Oh, it's like the band called Free Beer. It used to pack out all the pubs, isn't it? From tonight, free beer. Yeah.
So how did you discover Trash and the Treasures? Obviously being the newest member, Bella.
Funny story. It was not that funny. Our bass player, Justin, his daughter was at a student carnival with my daughter, and his daughter was like, "Does any of your parents play guitar?" And she's like, "Actually, my mom plays guitar," and then that's how we got talking. So, yeah, one of our kids recruited. So
she's a good recruiter, right?
She takes 10%.
Yeah.
Yes. 10% or nothing is fine, though. So, yes.
That is actually quite an interesting story, Bella, and I can see the funny side of it too. The whole thing about does anyone know a good guitarist? And it's like, yes.
Yeah.
To ask someone that question is one thing. To actually then get a positive answer, oh yes, my mum does. It's just fantastic. It's turned out really well. We're very happy.
And then it was nice because they've like Trash and the Treasures have the videos on YouTube and Spotify. So then I got to troll through all that. That was pretty exciting.
Yeah.
So it was a good fit.
I mean, I think Trash and the Treasures have something that a lot of Melbourne punk bands do not have, and I still don't know what that is. That's different, but yeah, for anyone that's seen Trash and the Treasures live shows, they're always a bit of a interesting one. Pat, the vocalist, is always dressed in a top hat with anything else on him, literally. But
well, I mean, we put on a good show. We're we like a bit of drama, don't we? Yeah.
Like music should be just a bit of fun, just a bit of, if you're enjoying yourself, you hope the audience will join in on that as well. So
it's very important, the stage presence and stage show, because if you're standing there just twiddling your thumbs as a band, then that's not going to please the crowd as much as if you're jumping around and doing whatever bands on stage do half the time.
Yeah, I guess so. We've just been sort of trying all the colours in the box. Like we rock up with our own smoke machine, and the venue owners be like, "Oh God, here we go." We had to
We should set up firecrackers too.
yeah, some pyrotechnics,
Like
a flame launcher.
Health and safety officer's nightmare, this guy sometimes. But yeah, that was. Because I didn't know when you first did that. I'm on stage, what the hell was that? And then I see, oh, shit, what's going on? I was like, okay.
Yeah, well, I've been down the magic shop, and I got like like when the magician's like a card disappears in a puff of flame and that kind of thing. I sort of bought up a bunch of gadgets and gizmos. I have like a cane that would like appear out of nowhere, and then I'd be able to shoot some flames and all these kind of things. And it should, I've kind of scaled that back a little bit recently because kind of gets there's a bit too much to remember. It's like concentrate on playing harmonica and singing rather than the other stuff at the moment. But we had we did to celebrate Ginger the Pig.
Yeah.
We had to talk about.
Oh, they got the goggles and gave out some goggles to people in the crowd. Dancing, it was great fun.
Yeah, so we had people dancing around in goggles and pig snouts as well. We had,
oh yeah, I remember seeing people at the end wearing those. Okay, yeah.
That's funny. I've heard some funny stuff happening at gigs, but I've never heard what you just mentioned there about the pig snouts and the goggles.
well, I'll level with you. I think I bought 5 of each or six of each, with the intention of the band donning them before we launched into Can't. And there was a little bit of grumble in the ranks about how that would work with glasses and overall stupidity. And I went, all right, fine, I'll just give it.
Ability to be able to see while you played instruments
Yeah.
was probably the.
I think I see the prep. Although
That's right. Well, breathe with a snap. It's probably unbreathe. You know.
I thought we looked pretty good. We should have got a band photo at least.
In the middle of your solo, you know.
I think the funniest thing I've ever seen at a gig, and I've seen a lot of crazy shit, but this is probably the funniest thing I've ever seen. Band was playing at Bad Decisions, and there were people with like poles smacking something in the middle of the mosh pit area. I'm like, what the hell are they smashing at? It's a pig pinata in the middle of the mosh pit. People with like sticks and poles just bashing it.
Oh,
We may pitch that idea, thank you.
yeah.
But yeah, I've seen a game of Uno being played. That was pretty funny. Like, you're playing a game of Uno during a band set.
Yeah, that probably doesn't bode well for the yeah.
But I think Trashies might have taken it with the pig snout and the goggles. I think that might just be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, well, that was a good fun night. We had a really lovely crowd came along, and so we're just, a bit of a prezi, I guess, for the dancers, because we've got Part's probably not a great example of it, but a lot of our new songs that haven't yet been released have a lot more dancey than our previous stuff. So we do like to see the audience get up and have a bit of a boogie. And we got that, the what we call the blues element of our blues punk. We've got that the 12 bar and the and the 8 bar and whatnot. There are dancing rhythms in there.
That's right. Blues with their sort of trashy treatment. It's toe tapping stuff.
You've got a dark rockabilly past as well, haven't you?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. There's some nice little dancing rhythms in the drums there, hidden amongst the punk machine gun.
Keep it quiet so no one notices until it's too late.
Oh, okay. I won't ask about it, Neil, but I think we've all got. well, not rockabilly, but other styles of music that people have probably got in their past that they don't want to air over WebEx.
Yes,
Sam.
some things should be kept quiet. Agreed. Yes.
Yes.
all part of what makes all part of the musical experience. I think.
Yeah. Sam's mates, by the way, when he was growing up, if you'd like to add into the comments, name and shame Sam's most embarrassing back catalogue.
Oh no! Shit.
Yeah. We want to know about the albums that he does not tell us about.
Well, if you go back a couple of years, when me and my cousin did a Zoom sort of podcasting, but not a actual podcast so much, I did admit I was a Backstreet Boys fan growing up.
Oh, there you go.
I thought you were going to say Kylie and Jason, so I'll take Backstreet Boys. Slightly more cred, do you think? Slightly, yeah.
I've been trying to talk these guys into a Backstreet cover, actually. I got my eye on one of them.
I think
that.
Save that for your solo projects. I think.
Yeah. Well, I'm telling you what, mate, I want it my way.
Oh no, I think I've just I like that idea, and it's going to be very interesting to see who does comment on Sam's back catalogue or
Tell me why.
pleasures. Because that was an embarrassing thing to say that I did as a guilty pleasure Backstreet Boys, but anyway, it's on YouTube somewhere. You probably find it.
Look, I mean, it's only chords and rhythms. There's music's all music. Even you can take a song that you hate. You can take a song that you hate and break it down and turn it into something that you love. I mean, it's only like it's vibrations and timing. That's all it is. So embrace what you hate.
And then I slowly got into the punk metal rock scene that sort of the mid-90s to early 2000s, and then my brothers were into all that heavy stuff. I'm like, all right, I think I need to get out of my boy band phase for that time. And but I don't know what actually genre I would put myself as what I listen to, because yes, a lot of it is heavy, but I've mentioned before, like I listen to Forklift Assassins, I listen to Trash and the Treasures, The Chats, Amel, a whole heap of punk bands. So it sort of can be mixed into about 3 or 4 different genres.
Yeah, I mean, you do go quite heavy there as well, don't you? Like you're you like the font bands somewhat.
Yeah, probably it means like metal is pretty big in my case, because a lot of my mates here in Melbourne and interstate are in metal bands, and it's like, well, I got to support them, but I got to also support the lesser metal bands that because I can't just say, oh, I'll play metal and that's it. That's not fair.
Well, I think there's a pretty good blending and melding, and especially in Melbourne, with our eclectic radio stations and our eclectic festivals. But there's bands where it doesn't have to be 3 bands that play exactly the same music on the same night. You will get a metal band and a punk band, or a ska band or a rock band,
sort of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we've played. I mean, we've played with. We've had blues musicians have played with us. We had Victor Cripes. He came and opened for us one show, and he's got a suitcase with a kick drum and a like pretty much a one-man blues band, and he opened for us. And then I think it was the Ians closed with a wild psychedelic rock kind of thing. It's it's all music, it's vibrations and timing. That's all it is.
My opinion also is, I think the mixed gigs where you have, as Pat said, with the Ians and Victor Cripes and that, where it's mixed and it's sort of three different genres. I think that's the best way to put it. If there's a metal band headlining, the rest has to be metal. But it's like, not always. I can think of a few gigs I've been to this year alone where it's been three different genres and they've been really good gigs.
Yeah, I mean, we've been playing with Banzig.
Yeah,
Do you want to tell us about Banzig?
yeah, they're just really fun.
Yeah.
We've got like a mandolin, banjo, and play. I think they open with that Iron Maiden song, don't they?
Yeah.
They play sort of metal covers. I think a couple of their own as well.
Well, they played Black Sabbath, they played War Pigs and things. They're in kilts and, doing Celtic heavy metal covers, which is...
I think most people, well, us as a band and yourself as well, Pat, we all like lots of different genres of music. So when if you go to let's say you go to a club or a bar and they're playing different music all night, they're not going to play the same song, the same BPM. They're going to play a mix, and it's kind of nice. It's the vibe of the night. The same works for live music as well. Like our set is quite varied, really. I'd say we have a few different styles within our songs.
Hmm.
And if most people like a lot of different genres, so it kind of works. I hope it works anyway.
No, it's very valid points though. I think, and when a band like Trash and the Treasures that is sort of a few different genres, not just one, there's any number of genres that you could put Trash and the Treasures into, then that opens up opportunities even more, because you could play a punk show, you could play a blues show, you could play a rock show, you could play anything.
Kids parties.
Yeah.
No, hang on. No.
Get the kids up for Boots or something with Trash and the Treasures.
We're trying to sing alongs with that.
Oh, we did the Nutbush once, didn't we?
We did, that's right. We did the trash bush. Sorry, our version of Nutbush.
That was good, man.
We did that.
Really well.
That was with Banzig as well. We're at the Last Chance Rock and Roll Bar, but there was people were willing to get up and dance. So once they worked out what the hell was happening, they were like, "Oh, well, maybe we'll do this ironically, or maybe we'll just do it. We'll get a Nutbush happening." But the Last Chance being the Last Chance.
I think it was the week before they had the carpets cleaned, wasn't it?
Yeah.
There was people trying to do a Nutbush when it was like standing on 3 months of beer and gaffer tape. And it's like,
Oh, yeah.
So a bit more of a workout.
people walking across the room like they're on Velcro with things. So I think with a tall order getting them to do the Nutbush, we're going to get it stuck back, didn't they?
That's great.
They're all stuck to the floor.
Oh, that's the only thing I don't like about Last Chance. And I keep thinking, if I stand in a certain spot in the band room, I'm like, all right, my feet won't get stuck. But wherever you stand, it's...
Lots of people leave the Last Chance at the end of the night, just barefooted. They just leave those Doc Martens. It's easier to unlace them, step out, and make your way home, really. Because you're never going to detach those shoes from the floor again, really.
It's embarrassing when you're crossing the floor and you lose a boot.
It's the one boot.
Try and get your foot back into it.
If you did lose your boot, it'd have to be during boots, because that's a really bad pun, Sam, but it's...
No, we'll take that.
And then you'd have to have your lunch. So you'd have your lunch, your boots, your bag. Yeah, Sam knows the song off by heart.
It's good to know we've got a true fan out there, Sam. The rest of your listeners are scratching their heads, going, "What's he on about now?" But, I guess you're putting a playlist together with this episode, aren't you? So
yeah, so they'll know what I'm talking about the fourth song on the playlist, third song. I can't remember where I put it. It's in the first 5 songs. It's somewhere in 1 to 5. So then people will understand what I'm talking about. If I didn't put the playlist up, they're probably thinking Sam's lost the plot, which happens 90% of the time during an interview. Not tonight, though, yet.
Boots has just had a phenomenal reaction. I mean, people, they the people who I guess some people hate it, but those who love it just love it, and it just fit a Boots pun into any conversation.
We did a gig. It was a whole lot of love. I think was it one of the first times we played Boots, and about 18 months later, did another random gig, and the sound guy came up to you, said, "Did you do? You're the guy with the harmonicas, aren't you?" I said, "Thank you. Last time I did a gig with you, I had that song Boots going through my head every day for 3 weeks." I'm like, I'm sorry you're annoyed, but that is a really nice compliment.
Yeah.
Well, that chorus, I just think gets stuck in your head, even though Sam generally sings it in the wrong order of the words, but it still just gets stuck in your head so easily.
Yeah. The orders, it's deceptively simple. The order, there's an algorithm to it. Because there's only 3 items, but they're never in the same order at the same time.
No.
So it's
You need the cheat sheet.
yeah. Bit of Sudoku planning went into that one. Yeah.
Now, speaking of Boots and Trashies, I'm doing a countdown at the moment of the best songs from bands and artists I've interviewed, and Boots made it, and Can't did, and a couple of other songs made it as well. Now, I'm not going to say anything because everyone's like getting clues of what's left when it's dropped tomorrow to top 200. No clues whatsoever. You're just going to have to wait and see. But it's
I think I've got a 50 on me, Sam. Can we? Yes. Is this the? I don't know. Is that's the arrangement? Is it or
bribing over?
We can do a bit of a whip around after the.
He's got another 20 in there, Pat. Stan, you can talk him up a bit.
Yeah, well, I've already been done by the trash and treasure guy on the unicycle, so
bribing
I know
me
how it
over
works,
WebEx. I don't know if that's a smart move. Is it?
Cashola, mate. That's how it works. We know.
I'm not actually going to rule out because I actually haven't looked at the list fully. I actually think there is a Trash and the Treasures song in the last 200, I believe. Now, I don't know
200.
what it is.
I've got about 20. I'm going.
What did you say? The last 100 was it?
You take PayPal.
You take change. I've got a dog wash token and a boogie buck here. Do you take those?
Bribery. This episode's had everything. It's now had bribery over WebEx.
Taking some posters.
Yeah, we've done ourselves a disservice because when we do come in at number 8, people might be a bit suspicious.
Yeah. Well, if you came in at number 1, it looked very suspicious.
Yeah.
What do you mean, if, Sam? We had an arrangement.
No, one's too suspicious though. You want 2 or lower.
Okay, which guitar do you want, Sam? Just whichever one.
Tell you, I've done a lot.
Not the casino. Not that.
I'm going to be honest, I've done a lot of interviews. I've never had someone offer me a guitar over WebEx and money over WebEx in the same episode. That's...
Outright bribery. We're very transparent in our methods here, Sam.
So
we'll just roll a truckload of cash up, back it up to the house. Number 1 band of the year. I mean, that's what we did with the Triple J Unearthed guys, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think the truck went to the wrong house, to be honest. Yeah.
Oh, no. Oh, shit. No, but...
Yes.
Yes.
We were trying to rig the hottest 100 and we ended up number 1 on 3AW. It was a terrible mix-up.
Oh, well, that's another topic for another day. Triple J Hottest 100. There's been some songs I'm like, nah, why did that take number 1 out? Or how did that make it over this song? But anyway, that's...
Well, I mean, Triple J's for kids. Like it's like us old bastards going back and messing up Star Wars for kids, you know? Like Triple J's for kids. We just didn't let go of it. Move on to Double J. Let them have Triple J. Do their thing with it. Or like grow up and listen to Triple R or PBS or something like that. Kids gotta listen to their crap music.
There are some kids that listen to Triple R, PBS, whatever. But
Oh, well, they are. I mean,
most kids, I think, are Triple J. Yeah.
well,
I'm ashamed to say my daughter's fallen for Triple J. Your daughter's cooler than my daughter. She'll be
Probably Triple R.
Triple R, yeah.
Yeah. I think my kids know what radio is.
No. There is that too.
It's that's very interesting about, a lot of people just won't listen to the radio anymore. Some people, they'll just listen to Spotify or YouTube Music, whatever the platform is.
Yeah. A lot of sharing of playlists, I think the kids are.
Yeah. Well, we used to share mixtapes, but we most likely got them off the radio.
Yeah. With the cassette tape, isn't it?
Cassette tape and just try and click stop or stop just before or after the DJ started speaking to make it perfect.
Yeah, and you always speak over the last outro as well.
Yeah.
Cold hard.
Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. It feels like we only just jumped on. It's an hour already.
Yeah, how's that question list going there, Sam? Are we on 2
This
now?
is very similar to the last interview,
can-
Pat.
We can turn the tables and start asking you some questions now, if you like.
Well, I've only got 2 more questions because we've talked about a lot. And the first one is, where do you see Trash and the Treasures in 5 years' time?
Oh, no.
Why have we got a thumbs down?
Well, someone that thumbs down does.
Oh, I have no idea what happened there. Technology, WebEx, who knows?
That was wild.
It goes to the.
So what?
Oh, when do we say it's over 5 years?
Oh,
Half of me wants to say, world tour selling out Rod Laver for a month.
that's not right. That's.
Not Rod, sorry, I meant Sydney Meyer. That'll do.
Yes.
Or do we?
Four.
Out of the corner, to be honest.
They've set up to the corner.
Yeah,
Vinyl. Would love to do
Vinyl. I'd like to.
But vinyl, we're hoping that's within. We hope it's within the year.
Well, that's
probably the internet.
We're up to nearly 50 gigs as a band now, maybe late 40s, I think. If we've got to about 100 gigs by then, we've got a band bucket list we'd like to do. I mean, that includes a tour, playing at a festival, a bunch of things like that. And, if we can, we don't have another COVID outbreak and can keep going, there's every reason why we can tick off a lot of those things. So that's where I'd like to see ourselves in 5 years.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we literally do have a bucket list where, we make plans. What's it called? The Trashy Bucket?
Trashy bucket list.
Trashy Bucket List. And there's a bunch of ticks on it, which is nice because we do, we plan things and we do things, and that's.
We haven't, our gold-plated Learjet haven't been ticked just yet.
Yeah. But that's something. It's like a lot of bands sort of stagnate a bit, and it's important to have goals, like big short-term goals and long-term goals and sort of seemingly unattainable goals, I guess.
Rod Laver,
Yeah. But just to give yourself some stuff to work towards, we want to play interstate.
International.
That's the forklift bastards. Take Sydney back.
We're the better Melbourne punk band. Michael's gonna hate me for this episode once he watches it.
So yeah, no, we're we've got some modest goals and some bigger goals, but yeah, look, I mean, I'd love to play interstate. I'd love to play overseas. I've travelled around Sweden and Berlin and Italy recently, and just researched all of the little dive bars around the place, and met a few people who said they could set some gigs up for us. So it's really just a case of convincing everyone to take their holiday at the same time, and off we go. The infrastructure's there to do it. It's just taking the pun.
And I think that all those goals, and I like the idea of the bucket list for the trashies, or the trash list, or whatever it's called. I think it's a good idea because, a lot of these things are achievable, and they might not happen in 12 months or even 18 months, but I think in 5 years, anything's possible if you put in the hard work, which trashies are. So,
Yeah, absolutely.
So, yeah, I agree.
and it
Sweden, here we
seems
come.
Forum and Sydney Mire Music Bowl, Trash and the Treasures headline.
Yeah, I'll tell you that.
Well, I mean, the my music bowl, we could just sneak in and do it.
The gate was open.
Yeah, I mean, I just take a jet
I didn't
down
say
there.
official organizing, did I? I just said we could just rock up with a PA and
It's
just
still decent week.
tick.
Let's it's open on the Saturdays.
By the time they call the authorities, we could just sneak out a few
Snap
songs and
down.
play. Oh, yeah, that's good.
Just generate
Right.
right.
Well, that was okay. We'll do that in a few months, so that's easy.
That could be our next film clip, live from Lush.
Yeah. No, yeah.
It's not premeditated.
Exclusive.
It's not premeditated.
Or you could try and bribe them. You could just give them money like you were trying to give me money.
Well,
Yes.
we've just given you everything we have. I've only got a Mikey kind of left, so I think.
I've got to be honest, I've actually never been to the Mire Music Bowl. I've been to the Forum, but never Sydney Mire Music Bowl before.
I just saw Apple there at the start of the year.
Yeah,
It was amazing.
You're lucky that you had tickets at the front bit.
Yeah, right at the front. Yeah.
And there it feels like more of a gig. I've
Yeah.
been to a couple of gigs where I've been at the back, and it's like, you know, if you're in your garden and someone 4 doors down is having a party, and you just hear.
So, Gurus.
So you kind of hear it, but you got no you don't feel
Yeah.
engaged.
It's not personal. Like it's.
I know something. My
different.
daughter goes. She's 18. She goes to gigs there. She loves it because it's just her and her mates and the vibe. But for me, I like if I see a band, I want to see what they're playing. Or see pedals, the
That's what
guitarist.
it's for,
You know,
so-
I don't get that feeling of intimacy there. It's just like sat in the back of the field.
I was when Fat Boy Slim played there a couple of years ago, and we were at we were seeing Shakespeare in the park. We were watching Macbeth, 100 meters down the garden. It was this kind of, it was this like, oh God, I'm going to do Hamlet now, but it was Macbeth. Was it? Is this a dagger I see before me? And this like,
I see you.
Boy Slam, get in heaven. It was a very Baz Luhrmann Shakespeare experience in the park that night. So,
Fat Boy Slim, that brings back childhood memories of Praise You and Rockefeller Skank and Weapon of Choice. I still
Yeah.
easily one of my favourite video clips of all time, Weapon of Choice. I was a Christopher Walken fan before, but
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah. Funny you should mention though, because the praise, not that one, the Praise You film clip was a bit inspirational for the Can't film clip, because when kind of said to the guys, we're just going to turn up at the Trash and the Treasure and just do this, and there was some talk about, is that actually legal? Can we do that, etc., etc.? And we're like, yeah, Praise You, let's just do it guerrilla style. Turn up with a camera. They throw it out. They throw us out. They throw us out. So yeah, good on them for not throwing us out.
Yeah.
I don't think they knew what hit them. Like,
No, because we
weren't
were
expecting it.
we're a bit stealthy about it, because previously when we've done clips, we blasted the song very loud on a stereo, so I could lip sync and the band could play along to it when we're doing like a concert show type thing. But we figured if we did that, they would just throw us straight out. So I had vibration headphones, like bone phones, on under my hat. And Neale was playing the song to me, and I was supposed to be silently miming to it while riding on the unicycle. But just as things got more and more accelerating downhill, I forgot to mime, and I just started shouting it. And so in the end, they just had this guy in a top hat on a unicycle just shouting these lyrics with no music at all, and then just playing this harmonica solo while like careening down the hill amongst the stalls. So it was, I think it was probably weirder than if we'd just gone and played the music in the background.
Yeah. No, that was good. Because we knew the song you were, because we could hear the words, so it's good.
Yeah. Anyway, why were we talking about that? Sam, you're getting us off track, mate.
The guerrilla video.
Oh, guerrilla video, yeah. Yeah, praise you. They shot that outside a casino without a permit. We figured if they could do that in Vegas and not get buried in a shallow grave, then we could probably do it at the Trash and Treasure Market.
Yeah.
Another interesting thing about Praise You by Fatboy Slim, and for so long I didn't even realise, if you carefully watch the music video at the very end, Fatboy Slim, aka Norman Cook, actually makes a small, brief cameo appearance.
Oh, there you go.
Like, I didn't
If you
realise...
if you look closely, I pop up in ours as well.
Because I'm like, who's that person sort of looking behind? And my brother goes, you do realise that's Fatboy Slim himself? I'm like, no. And then read up on Wikipedia, Norman Cook, brief cameo in his music video to Praise You at the very end. I'm like, never knew that.
Like an Alfred Hitchcock of music videos, as he just does an occasional walk past. That's it. Yeah.
So he got Christopher Walken instead for Weapon of Choice, obviously. I don't think he features in Rockefeller, I don't think.
Well, Walken was a hoofer. He was a chorus boy.
Oh, yeah.
That was like his career started as a chorus dancer. That was what he did on stage. So the whole gangster stuff was much later life.
Interesting. Educational.
Ask me about more Christopher Walken facts.
Oh, Sam's getting off topic again. Surprise, surprise. What advice would you have to bands and artists starting out, maybe starting to make, like, trying to get themselves heard or in the music scene?
Practice hard, work hard, enjoy yourselves, don't take it too seriously. Don't crucify yourself for any mistakes you make, because no one will ever notice.
Yeah.
Just enjoy yourself, really.
I think also that no matter how exciting it is, like writing to radio stations in America and Sweden and whatnot, and putting up posters and getting played on the radio and all the rest of it, the people who turn up at your gigs are the ones you've asked to come personally. Advertising doesn't bring a lot of people in. So, like, respect your friends, ask them along personally, and thank them when they come. Like, people love to help out, and do remember to thank. Like, God, I haven't written a thank you for the last gig. There you go. Take my advice. I'm not using it. Thank you, everyone who came to the last gig. You got anything, Belle? Go on, share some wisdom.
If you're thinking about starting a band, just give it a go. That's,
Yeah.
you know, I was pretty late to joining a band, and I'm so glad I made the leap and, you know, got to know these great guys, and with lots of fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a great hobby and great passion. Yeah, just do
That's
it.
good advice. Just do it. Like,
And another thing I hear a lot from people, and this is very relevant, is don't be a dick, in the scene.
Yeah.
It's
That's
good
good
advice.
advice.
Good advice for life in general. But yeah, it's very, very true.
Because you're all in it for the same reason, not us against them shit. I'm so sick of hearing some of that. Like,
Yeah. Apart from the forklift assassins. Yes.
How dare they turn up there? How
Yeah,
dare
they're
they
out
turn up
blood.
and do gigs with us and play better than we do? I mean,
uh,
no, they're legends. It's just bands like that. They're just, it's a really good supportive scene mainly. And in the vast majority of cases, the venues are great. The bands are just really, we're all in the same boat. We're all on the same journey. And it's been really good meeting all these great guys as well and playing with them. And yeah, they're fantastic, including the Forkies.
yeah. Don't tell Michael that. I am in so much trouble when this gets published.
He knows we all love him to bits. Don't worry.
Yeah, and he'll give it back to me as much as I gave it to him. So don't worry.
He will.
Oh well, that's most of the questions I've asked Bella, Pat, and Neale. Now the interesting part, and who knows what to expect. The tables are turned now. I'm now answering the questions, not asking them. So Pat, Neale, and Bella, the floor is yours.
So, what advice would you give to anyone thinking of doing a music podcast?
I love that. And good reverse question there, Neale, because I asked you what advice would you give to bands and artists starting out. The best piece of advice I would give to people doing a music podcast is pretty much what the Trash and the Treasures people have said. Just do it. Just, if you've got the passion and the love for supporting local music, just do it. It's so much fun. And start out by interviewing bands that are friends. I did the complete opposite and started interviewing bands I didn't know, which a lot of people, I think, that I've spoken to probably would not feel comfortable in doing, because I think if you're interviewing someone you know, you feel less pressure, but I'm the actual opposite. If I don't know the band, I find it a lot less nervous, which really sounds weird, I know, but...
Yeah, you've been increasingly agitated as you've got to know us over the last...
Oh, no, that wasn't what I was implying.
It started off so relaxed.
But yeah, I think it's a very good question to ask, Neale, because I often ask bands what advice would they give. But yeah, that's my advice is if you have the passion and the love for supporting local music and interviewing bands is something you want to do, just straight out do it. And don't be afraid to ask bands, because the worst thing a band's going to say is no. 99.9% of bands will say yes. Very small will say no.
Yeah.
Yes, well, we are publicity sluts. That is.
Yes, we'll have to go in a minute. We're going to open the local supermarkets, but we'll be back. Got to cut the ribbon, haven't we? Yes.
Publicity sluts. Oh my god. Oh, I'm going to have fun watching this back after it finishes. I'll be like, what did I get myself into? Shit. No, that's a joke. I've loved having Bella, Neale, and Pat on, and I'd have them on again in the future for sure.
I guess another question for yourself would be: obviously, you listen to music as part of your work with the podcast and everything, and so there's obviously a lot of listening you have to do to discover new music and active listening, thinking about the music you listen to. How do I review this? Is this good art, bad art? Where do I stand on this? But what situations do you listen to music when you are just listening to enjoy, when you're not actively listening, you're just going with the flow?
That's a really, really interesting question, and one I've never actually been asked before, because a lot of people would know that I do put a lot into my reviews on Facebook when a new song drops or a new EP, new album. I think the time where I listen to the songs and just take it all in and go with the flow is surprisingly on public transport. It might shock people. But the fact of the matter is, because I don't drive, I have the opportunity to spend an hour, hour and a quarter on a train listening to new music or music that maybe has been out for ages, and it's just, I don't have to put too much thought into it because a lot of the music I will have already have listened to and done the review of.
Yeah, cool.
That's a good way to travel too.
And now, obviously, plan A, getting to and from things can be quite challenging, and it will be on Saturday when I go down to Geelong for a music festival, but I have planned it out. I will, unfortunately, miss the last band, but it is what it is. But 8 of the 9 bands I'll see, which is a pretty good conversion.
It's a good effort, yeah.
You'll probably take the car ferry across from your place, couldn't you? The peninsula across the ferry into Willie?
Don't think so. I don't know. Gippsland doesn't have a ferry, unfortunately. Gippsland doesn't have. Well, we do, but it's further down, like Sale and Yarram sort of way, and Warrigal's almost closer to Geelong than those two places I just mentioned, nearly. But it's gonna be a challenge getting to Geelong. But I've looked at it. It's just like get a train to Southern Cross, get a train to South Geelong, and it's a 5-10 minute walk. Pretty simple.
That's all right.
But no, I like that. I've liked both questions that have been asked. Now, Bella, pressure's on you to.
I was
Ask him what his PIN number is.
yeah.
I'm definitely not giving my PIN number over WebEx.
I was just going to ask you something frivolous, like, what's your favourite snack?
Hey,
That's a bit out there and different. What's my favourite snack? Oh, what have I got nearby that I can look at that's my favourite snack? Nothing really. I've always liked, I don't know why, I just love muesli bars.
It's handy to have on the train.
Oh,
A muesli bar. You just whip one out.
exactly. And
are you a crunchy man or a chewy?
crunchy. Oh, shit, I think that just came out really wrong, didn't it?
Crunchy man.
Chocolate chip, you could go to the more the yogurt ones that sort of really soft.
Fruits of the forest, yeah, no dried yogurt involved.
That's quite a healthy response to that snacks, because that was
so.
fun. Burger rings, Tim Tams.
He's promoting good behaviour. He's got an audience.
Oh, sorry.
Now, my diet might say otherwise, but that's
listen to metal. Stay regular. That's what's important.
Yes,
We're
well,
not too regular on an hour-long train trip, yes.
well, reverse psychology, Bella. What's your favourite snack?
Oh, my favourite snack, I have an ultimate favourite snack, is salt and vinegar Smith's chips.
Oh,
Yeah, it's very, very specific.
It's a classic. It's a classic. Yeah.
Very good cut.
Oh, yeah.
Do you go for the full family-sized bag, or you sort of...
I can't eat a whole, like that.
Really? Oh.
No, that's too much.
I know we don't
Like,
intend
maybe
to.
half of
I
that.
know we don't intend to eat it when we buy it, but we do, you know.
Yeah.
Salt vinegar crisps in a white bread sandwich with mayonnaise and
Oh,
lettuce.
no. It's not with mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise on chips. Oh, I don't know about that.
I think
Don't knock it. Don't knock it till you try it.
the bread and butter, because my dad is English, so bread and butter is with crisps.
It's bloody.
Shit butter, yeah.
Do,
Oh, yeah.
but yeah, not with
Oh yeah.
not with
I
mayonnaise.
have tried it.
lettuce.
No.
Well, you're all wrong. You're all wrong. You guys can sit around with your muesli bars.
Good luck being on a train having a bread and butter
Yeah.
chip sandwich and mayonnaise.
And what I keep well.
I was on a train in Sweden, and I was like, starving. I'm going to go down the meal cart, expecting to get maybe a muesli bar, maybe a packet of crisps, prawn sandwich, and like a pint of beer in a can.
Prawn sandwich. Oh.
Prawn sandwich, yeah, prawn with like. Oh, you're vegetarian. Shut up.
It's got some of the smelliest carriage.
Tofu cross. Oh, it was so good. Yeah, like prawn salad with mayonnaise and lettuce and.
So,
Do you get a prawn sandwich on the Gippsland train there, Sam?
no, we're not that fancy, Pat. I wouldn't think.
Would we trust a prawn sandwich from a Midland train?
See, I can eat prawns, but not in a sandwich. In a fried rice or a salad, maybe, but not a sandwich.
I'll give it a go.
Okay.
Well, just follow
Neil's
them in
face is
mayonnaise.
telling us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, prawn sandwich. I've heard it all now. But just on the topic of food and weird combinations, because I work in hospitality at the golf club, the other week, this is a few months ago, gravy goes with so many things. I actually saw someone order gravy with garlic bread.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
really.
can see that.
Yeah.
I was like,
If
I haven't done it, but I can
If
see
the garlic bread's a bit dry, you want to make it a bit moist. Just that extra little. It's just like a thick
we're allowed
soy
to say
sauce.
moist anymore.
Sorry,
I don't think we're allowed to say moist anymore.
moist.
I think
I don't really claim
Generational
moist.
for
You can say when it comes to
cancel.
like Brady, not all the scenarios. The Brady's fine. Well, you do. It's like you don't. Yeah, you
can you say moist gravy on there?
I've said a lot of things in the 34 episodes that probably aren't allowed to be said on air.
Okay. All right.
it's on your context.
Yeah.
Moist gravy, folks.
But
I don't need to- you know, if it's a crispy garlic bread, it's a bit dry.
Gravy made of meat? Are you allowed to eat gravy?
No,
Oh,
it's
Gravy's
meat,
vegetarian.
ground.
It's like a mushroom
Pretend.
gravy.
Yeah.
There's oxos that
This
called
chicken salt is vegetarian.
bones and snouts and arseholes, isn't it?
Oh gosh.
What?
Oxo cubes.
Gone from talking about garlic
These
bread to...
conversations, just come to the gutter a little.
Well, you're dipping it in the gravy, mate. Not
Oh,
me.
no, this was a customer that ordered it.
It's around the golf club.
Yeah.
Oh, you're there with your muesli bars dipping it in the gravy. That's just fine. That's fine. We're all okay with that, aren't we?
Back to you and your chip and mayonnaise sandwiches. Don't knock it until you try
Oh.
it. Like, just saying, that's not me.
Okay. All right. Touche.
If someone opening up a cafe, well, usually bars and gravy in Melbourne, that's going to taste
Muesli bars and gravy. You heard it here first.
Okay. Well, you could always ask Paul Kelly how to make gravy. That was a
Yes.
really bad pun.
Ah.
Yeah, that was really bad.
No, someone had to say it, that's fine.
Now, did I hear right that he's working on a sequel to that song, or it's been done? I heard.
I'd heard that. Yeah.
Something about it.
And of course, Luca Brasi, a punk band from Tassie, did a cover of it. Look, I
Yeah.
love the original, but I thought they did actually a pretty good job of it.
I think my mate Chris has a Luca Brasi tea towel. Which is they got the merch screwed down.
Clean up the
Brasi.
gravy, hey.
Yeah.
The
He does sleep with the fishes, thing.
So,
the second biggest band out of Tasmania. Luca Brasi. Sorry, but Alpha Wolf probably are the biggest band
I
out
was
of
gonna-
Tassie. Luca Brasi, if you're watching this, don't. I'm not. I wasn't paid under the table.
He
for
wasn't
saying
paid.
I'm
It's
not-
safe to be said.
I'm not crossing Luca Brasi, man. Like, even if he is sleeping with the fishies, I'm not willing to take that risk. He's a very big man.
Oh, all right. Well, this chat has gone from talking about the bed to gravy and prawn sandwiches very quickly.
Oh, the prawn sandwich.
Don't forget us, you're the host.
Okay, thank you.
Summertime.
I'm the Oh, well, there is one thing I
You're
don't
supposed
like. Sorry?
No, go.
Oh, no, you go, you go.
Well, I was saying you're the host. You're supposed to keep this train on the ice.
Go back through the archives of a lot of interviews I've done. Most of them haven't stayed on track. Oh, there is one thing I don't like about interviews, and that's the end of the interview, because the time has just disappeared. It feels like we only just jumped on 5 minutes ago. But it's been an absolute pleasure, Pat, Neale and Bella, as it always is with Trash and the Treasures, whether in person over WebEx.
Good having a chat. Probably worth saying we got another 3 shells in the weapon. We got some singles coming your way. Next one we'll probably see in a couple of months or so, without putting too fine a date on it. And yeah, we'll probably have releases all the way up to Christmas, I'd say.
Trying to find a gig somewhere on your train line. Just say you're missing the last band, dude. Don't invite you to our show and you leave after the second band. That wouldn't be for you, but
I don't mind making the trip down to Melbourne. It's nice.
You could get your mate to live stream it to you for your trip home, though. You
Well,
catch the last band.
that's true. But, yeah.
Just-
Well,
Sitting there dipping your muesli bar in your gravy and watching on the way back.
oh my God.
Hey, this is better than a prawn sandwich, isn't it, folks?
Jesus.
watching me live feed here.
There's a lot of things gravy goes with. I don't think a muesli bar would be one of them.
Fruits of the forest, be right.
No, they get a lot of weird looks on the train, I reckon.
That wouldn't be the weirdest thing happening.
You get the seating area to yourself, though. That's a good thing about the prawns.
Oh,
We
jeez.
broke Sam. We broke Sam, folks.
Yes. Oh, but it's been awesome, and let's not make it another 18 months. That's too long.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, no.
Thanks for having us on, Sam. It's been fun.
It's been a lot of fun, Pat, Bella, and Neale, of course, from Trash and the Treasures. I'll send you the link back tomorrow when I upload it. I'll watch it back, see how many times I lost control of the interview, which was nearly every 5 seconds in the last half an hour.
You might have to bleep out Neil saying moist or we'll get cancelled.
Moist.
Um,
I want to reclaim that word. It's okay. Maybe I don't.
You're not gonna get cancelled for saying that word. I reckon I would have been cancelled a long time ago for some of the words I've
Yes.
heard on this podcast
Okay.
earlier on in the starting up of this that I will not repeat on air, obviously.
Okay.
So, but nah, Pat, Bella, Neale, Trash and Treasures, big fan. Watch tomorrow's newsfeed around 4 o'clock to see where that Trash and the Treasures songs makes it in the 200
Okay.
and what else makes it as well.
Well, when you say tomorrow, do you mean tomorrow for us or tomorrow in Viewerland?
Well, tomorrow for both, really.
Thank you.
Clears that up.
I was waiting for now. We're going on the Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah.
You know, like is it going to be 2 p.m. in Perth? Is it going to be 3:30 in Adelaide? Do I have to?
Yeah, I got an auntie that lives in
Daylight
Indonesia. What time could she tune in?
Well, that'd be like 1 o'clock, and New Zealand would be 6 o'clock. But yeah, we won't get
Yeah.
it.
We'll work it out. Thank you.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
around 4 p.m. that will be. It's going to actually be a big day because the episode will be uploaded tomorrow, and also the conclusion of the countdown will be uploaded as well.
There you go. Tomorrow, let's get the chips and mayonnaise sandwiches ready.
Yeah.
The muesli bar, so I have to throw that in. Well, Pat, Bella, Neale, enjoy the rest of your Tuesday evening from Trash and the Treasures, and we'll chat again soon.
Thank you very much for having us.
Ciao, mate.
No worries. Have a good night.
Cheers.
Take care.
See ya.
See ya.
Ooh.